All right, Coach, we're here to talk about the signing class in the early signing period in November. First, talk about the recruitment process and the job that Brandon and Bo do when they go out on the road.
So, on paper, this is the best early period signing class we've had in a long, long time. So, really excited about these guys. A couple years ago, we kind of changed how we're going about the recruiting process. And in essence, what we've done is we've gone to a system where, our two assistant coaches, in this case, Brandon Hall and Bo Robinson, are the guys kind of on the front line, so to speak. They're the guys out there running around all summer and even in the fall at times, just trying to get an idea on the guys that can play at a Conference USA level and the guys that would fit in our program. They've both done a great job. I go out some too. I go out there and sweat in the heat in the summertime some and watch games, but I'm not out there nearly as much as what they are. So they've both got to be given credit. Their work ethic's been tremendous, and they've allowed us to get in the door, with a lot of these guys that we've signed. And then the process becomes getting them on campus, and that's kind of where I come in a little bit more. Our other staff members come in a little bit more with Sarah Sanders from an academic side who meets with our guys. She does a tremendous job with our program. And then Donnie Smith, our strength and conditioning coach. Donnie meets with the recruits. And then it's kind of my job to kind of finish the deal. And that system has worked. I'm kind of more of a general manager / cross-checker, to use a pro analogy. And that's something that we've done with the last couple of recruiting classes and done with this. And it's a system that's working really well for us.
If they want to come here after still seeing Donnie and how big he is, and that's good.
Well, again, it's a group effort.
Right.
And that's kind of what I'm trying to convey here. It's a group effort, really proud of the work ethic and proud of the people we have in our program. When the kids get on campus, I think that they see that, they sense that. And it's proven to be a good method. We haven't gotten every single guy that we wanted, but the guys that we've gotten, obviously we have some talented guys and probably guys are going to have a chance to come in immediately and have a chance to play, and guys are going to have a chance to hopefully continue to elevate our program.
We got 9 guys signed, 6 from the high school level, 3 transfers coming in. Let's start by going through the high school guys, and Reese Hampton's first up on our list, one of, I think, 3 local kids that we have coming in.
Yeah, we'll go right down the list with Reese. Reese is an athletic center fielder, can really run, switch hitter from Charlotte Christian High School here, one of the powerhouse programs in the state of North Carolina. Plays for Coach Simmons over there and plays with the SBA Canes with John Owens' group, who's an alum of Charlotte in the summertime with travel ball. So really excited about him. He's a guy that physically needs to get a little bit stronger, but we feel good about his baseball skill set. He's a really, really high energy level guy and a guy that we're really excited about. Going to try to get him in the weight room as quickly as we can, and he's already started working on that. I talked to him the other day. Just again, from a great high school program and a tremendous travel ball program. As a guy that's got a chance to walk right in the door and play.
Gavin Hellman, Pennsylvania guy. You don't necessarily think of Pennsylvania when you think baseball.
With Gavin, he's a projectable guy. I mean, he's about 6'4", loose arm action. Brandon saw him throw a couple of times this summer. I saw him throw a couple of times this summer. We saw him when he was really good. We saw him when he was just average. But again, another kid that's got a really good work ethic. He's from an area of the country where he hadn't thrown a whole lot, so he's got a fresh arm, he's got loose arm action. And again, with his frame and his work ethic, we really think that we can develop him over time. So excited to have him and see what he's got a chance to become once he gets in our weight room on a regular basis and gets on in a climate where he can throw more frequently.
Another local guy, Andrew Jordan from Gastonia.
I really like Andrew Jordan. He's a guy. It's an athletic guy. He's a football guy. He's a quarterback on Hunter Huss's football team. A guy that's a very, very good athlete. He led his football team to the North Carolina High School football playoffs. A guy that we saw, Brandon and I saw him this summer. Bo Robinson has known Andrew for probably 4 or 5 years now. And when Brandon and I saw him for the last time this summer down in Atlanta, Andrew was playing the last day of a tournament. He'd been down there for a full week. He was playing third base, and then he came in to pitch the last couple of innings. So he'd been there all week in the heat, been playing third base, and came in to pitch. And I'm sitting right behind home plate, and the first 3 pitches are 89 to 90 miles an hour. His breaking ball was better. He's a really athletic kid, really enjoys competition, and a guy, again, that we feel like's got a chance to develop in our program.
First of a couple of guys out of Ohio, Drew Morrison.
A left-handed pitcher that again is a really high pitchability guy. Coach Hall saw him initially. He plays for Neil French in the Midwest Pelicans travel organization, and really got the ability to throw the ball consistently on both sides of the plate. And a guy that we feel like is going to be a good mix. He can throw as a starter. He can throw in relief. He's thrown in a variety of roles, so it gives us some flexibility there. And a guy that's got a chance to be a physical guy. I mean, he's right now he's about 6'1" and probably 190 pounds. Probably got a chance to be 200 to 210. And a guy that comes from a tremendous travel ball program with the Midwest Pelicans.
Drew Ober's another local guy, but he's already got a familiar face coming in with him in Reese just from his SBA Canes days.
SBA Canes and Huff High School, and the guys do a great job over there. And then with the SBA Canes in the summertime, another situation where both he and Reese have played against elite level competition. And when you get the type of high school situation that these guys are in, playing in the state games and doing all these things that they get to do, it really helps. Drew's a very good athlete. He is a very good athlete. Got strong hands. A guy that can play multiple positions. And again, a guy that's got a chance to be a really physical guy. So he runs well. Again, got some bat speed, and a guy that we saw this summer that played really well at times this summer.
Connor Thompson out of Ohio again. He's got teammate connections with the Pelicans again.
He does, and again, we kind of started getting back into Ohio with T.J. Nickting and some guy. We've had Johnny Hamilton in the past. We've had some guys, Brian Treadway and Zach Treadway and some other guys way back when, and trying to get up there a little bit more. There's a lot of good players in Ohio. It's anywhere between a 6 and 7 or 8 hour drive south for the kids. The parents seem to like coming south, and again with Connor, both his parents played collegiately. His mom played in college, his dad played in college, his dad played pro baseball. So he comes from good bloodlines, very athletic catcher, good runner, really plays with a high level of energy. And with Connor and with Reese and with Ober, those are three position players that play with a lot of energy and guys that show up every time we saw them this summer and really played hard. They understand the team concept. They understand because of the programs that they've been in, whether it be high school or travel ball, they understand how the game's played and they understand the speed of the game. So, all these guys got a chance to come in and compete immediately. Even though they're high school guys, we feel like they've got a chance to come in and compete right away.
Good, and that's very good. High school, just as important as it is for those guys to come in, you got to have some transfers in there as well. We got 3 of those, and Skylar Bean's the first one out of Texas.
Yeah, we don't recruit a whole lot of junior college guys. Over the years we've kind of plugged in certain spots and certain situations. And Skylar's a guy that's a top 30 rated shortstop out of high school. He's a guy that's got Division I experience. He's back in junior college now at Howard Junior College, which is one of the premier programs in junior college in the entire country. Won a national championship a few years ago, and those guys do a great job there. We haven't recruited a whole lot out of Texas junior college, but again, the move back to Conference USA with a lot of the teams that we play in that part of the country has allowed us a little bit more opportunity to recruit out there. Really high energy guy, can really defend, and a guy that we're excited to add to our mix in the middle infield.
Another left-hander on the mound, Holden Capps, coming out Midwest in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma kid from Lawton, Oklahoma, went to Redlands Junior College, or is at Redlands right now. Again, another one of the premier programs in that part of the country from a junior college standpoint. Really was a two-way guy, a position player, center fielder, as well as pitcher, in high school and through his travel ball situation there in Oklahoma. And just this fall really started focusing on pitching primarily, and that's all he's going to do moving forward. Got a chance to have a really good slider. Got a chance to be a guy that can eat innings. Very, very athletic guy, and we're excited about him because he's going to now be just a full-time pitcher.
Right.
And when you got an out pitch like he's got potentially with that slider, it's a guy that's got a chance to walk in the door and help us.
Last transfer coming in, Zach Flanagan, and just looking at his picture, he's 6'3", he's tall.
He's long and loose, and a guy through high school and travel ball that was a high pitchability guy, can throw a variety of pitches in the strike zone, and he's made a velocity jump in the last year. It's been good for him to be at Howard Junior College. Again, those guys do a great job there with developing their players, and they have multiple guys every year going to high-level Division I programs. And Zach's benefited from being in that program. He's gotten stronger physically. His velocity's improved. And like I said, he's made a velocity jump over the last year. And a guy we brought in here on a visit, another Texas high school kid, and we've had very few of those guys. Shane Moody was one we had a few years ago, but very few of those guys that we've been able to get. But now the move back to Conference USA is affording an opportunity. I'm really excited about Zach too, and I know Coach Hall is, because he's an older guy. He's one of the best pitchers in the Texas junior college system this year. Very good student, and we're excited to get him out here in August.
Well, those are all 9 guys that have signed in November. What are your final thoughts on how everything went and the guys coming in?
We're excited. It's just a situation where we're continuing to build. We got a very young roster still. We got like 23 guys on our current roster that are freshmen and sophomores. These guys, all that we are signing here, have a chance to come in and compete immediately and add to the mix of guys that we already have in our program. And these kids committed to us because they believe in what we're doing.
Right.
They believe in our coaching staff. They believe in our support staff. They see, the positive things that we have going on here on campus and get a chance to interact with people once they get on campus on their visits. So, again, not trying to blow them up too much, but really, really, really good class, and one that I think can continue to elevate our program as we move forward.